Hey everyone, so this video is how to use Postman with the Ford Connect simulator. If you haven't already checked out, I have another video on how to install the Ford Connect simulator. So hopefully you've already installed it and you have a localhost route that's connected to your simulator. And then if you followed the ngrok video, you probably have some name.ngrok.io that's also exposing the simulator. So we're going to go ahead and copy whatever your ngrok IO is to the clipboard. And then over in Postman, we're going to click on the collection that you have. And I don't know which tab you'll be on, but you want to be on the variables tab here. And we're going to type in domain, initial value, final value. All right. So now that we have that, we can, and maybe we want to make two domains. That might even make, we'll call it API domain, and we'll call this OAuth domain. Perfect. And then don't forget to hit save. Great. So now we have an API domain and an OAuth domain. So we can go to here and replace this. You know what might be nice is to have that extra slash there. So let's go back and change our things to not have slashes. And don't forget to save. Perfect. Okay. And so now we're going to replace this with OAuth domain. And you should be able to hover over it and see your value there. And I'm actually going to copy this one and put it back. Let's go ahead and put that back as our initial value. Not for that one, for the OAuth. Perfect. Save. And then let's go have the API one as well. Save. Okay, so originally our API domain was this, but we've pointed it to our own ngrok server, and originally it was this, and we pointed it to there. Perfect. So OAuth. And this one is the API. Hover over that to make sure we got the right value. Yep. Let's do a couple more. You're going to want to end up doing all of them. Cool. And if you want, you can also hit save to persist these changes on all the different ones that you've updated. The arrow drop down is probably a save all. Nope, save as. Okay. Cool. So we have this OAuth and it's pointing to our server, and our code is empty right now. So let's go ahead and run it, and you can see that we got back this response from our server, which is invalid code parameter. So you're going to need to use the code parameter from your server. So copy that, paste that in here. And the reason that didn't work was because the code is only good for 20 minutes. And so now you're going to have to restart your server to allow for a new code. The other thing we could do is do a clone, but let's just go ahead and and restart the server. Okay, so I've restarted the server, so let's go ahead and refresh our route. And you can see we got a new code that's good for 20 minutes. And let's try that code instead. Yay, cool. So it worked. And we now have an access token. And we also have a refresh token. The refresh token is good for quite a long time until as long as your server stays running. So now I'm going to do a refresh here as well, and you can see we've got a new refresh token every time you press it. You can send the old refresh tokens or the new ones now. So great. So this is talking to our simulator, and it's getting us access tokens and refresh tokens. So one thing that, like you saw, it times out after 20 minutes for the code. Once you have a refresh token, you can always use those to get back a new access token. The other thing you can do is down here, if you set this environment variable /code and you put an asterisk, then any code you send will be considered acceptable. It still does some validation to make sure that you've passed things like a redirect URL and client secret, but any code you send would generate an access token and a refresh token. So but there's security implications there, obviously, because now anyone can access your vehicles simulated. Okay, so let's go ahead and vehicle list. And again, this thing is now going to our simulator. Cool, and we can see the simulated vehicles in addition to our cloned vehicles. So let's go ahead and grab let's see, which one do we want to grab? Well, let's grab an EV car. That's fun. Vehicle ID, copy your value of the vehicle you want. Okay. So that's set, and now we'll be able to request to our simulator and unlock, and it successfully unlocked the car. Also, if you're very fast, the simulator will return pending responses for a couple seconds. And then let's go ahead and get a thumbnail image. Cool. And so this is from the simulator, and you can see it's one of the mock vehicles. So going back to that vehicle list, let's go ahead and grab this cloned vehicle instead. And we're going to go ahead and click on this again. Cool. And now you can see that this is from the simulator as well, but it's our cloned vehicle. So anyway, that hopefully gives you an idea of how you're able to update Postman to go, instead of going to the Ford API, go to the simulator. Thanks for watching.